maintain a discipline in this yoga class that we start with the session saying namaste. Okay. So why this namaste? Why no hello and everything? Because namaste is not related with any religion. It is not related with a religion, but it is related with gathering all the vibrations, positive vibrations around you, and then bringing it to your heart. That is why it is namaste. So we gather all our positive vibrations around us and we gather it at this point of the heart. That is the center. That is technically known as the sternum, the mid bone of your rib cage. And you try to touch these thumbs, join and join together. Gently close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. 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 Now let us all gently bow our head down and seek the blessings of sage Patanjali. He was the sage who brought this yoga on this earth. Inhaling, come back and gently open your eyes. So good afternoon, everybody, and this is a yoga session. Yoga is meditation and meditation is yoga. People have a wrong idea about yoga when they think that yoga is physical activities. Tell me, haven't we all done physical activities in our school days, which was called a PT class? That is a physical training class. Yes, we have all done that. Put your hands up and sideways and down and rotate your neck. We have done all this, isn't it? Then what is so different about yoga? Because yoga is not only physical, but yoga is mental. It is a communion of your mind with that super energy. That is yoga. It is a communion of your own mind with your own breath is called yoga. It is a communion of your own thoughts with your own body is yoga. So yoga means connection. Yoga means joining. So this will be our culture of bowing towards sage Patanjali, who put up yoga in a disciplined form, who put up yoga for the mental balance and mental health. And when mind is properly balanced, then definitely the body also becomes balanced. So we start our yoga with watching our breath. You know, I always say breathe in and breathe out. Do I need to say that? Once you breathe in, you will breathe out. And once you breathe out, you will breathe in. Then why do we need to say that? Because the human body, which is designed by God, is designed in such a way that you need not give him instructions. Is it not? The moment you put at least 2 drops of water in your mouth, do we need to tell the body, now come on, take the water in your throat, now let the epiglottis open and let the water drip in and let the water go in and let the sphincter open and let that water enter into the stomach? No, we need not say anything. Everything happens automatically. In the same way, breathing is also natural, breathing is also automatic. Then why do I give an instruction, breathe in and breathe out? Because when something becomes automatic, when something becomes naturally, then human mind, he has a tendency to let go that, forget that. And it has a tendency of roaming somewhere else. So the moment I say breathe in, the mind will come back and okay, breathe in, breathe out, and then the mind will do that. Even if you don't say it's going to do, but this is just to hold the mind. Okay. So I hope you remember the last class we took, we had taken some stretches and we said that we will be starting with Sukshma Vyayam, which is going to be from the head to toe. So our journey has come from neck rotation, and we also did what is called as Shadasana. If you remember Shadasana, any one of you would like to tell me what is Shadasana, if you remember? Any one of you?
Touching 6 parts of the body.
Yes.
On the ground.
Right. So we are moving our neck in 6 direction, that is Shada and Asana. Asana is a stretch. So this asana is going to give a stretch as well as a compression to the counter actions. Yes, this is what we do. Very good. Then today we go to the shoulders. So last time also we did little of shoulders, like touching the elbows and then rotating nicely. Yes, we did this. Now today we are going to do one shoulder exercise. Tell me, in our school days or maybe until we were students and a question was asked in the class and you knew the answer, how would you react to this? You would always say, yes, miss. Didn't we do this? Yes, I know the answer. So we raised our hand with the index finger up. Yes, we have done this. So
Yes.
today we are going to do this exercise. We will stretch all our fingers out and we will stretch our hands up. And slowly we will bring our hands down. So it's going to be up and down. Okay. So when you take your hands up, you will inhale. And when you bring the hands back, it's going to be exhale. Very slowly. No jerks, no hurry, no rushing. Very slowly. Okay. So how will you do that? So let us do this. Are you clear about it? We'll do it 5 times. Start with me. Inhale. And slowly back. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. For the last time. Inhale. And relax. Now we do it with the sideways direction. So it's going to be inhale and come back. Inhale 2, come back. Inhale 3, come back. 4, Come back. The last time, 5, and relax. Now, something little with the shoulder. You interlock your fingers and place them on your head. Okay. Now try to bring your elbows in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Bring back. Tell me, when you placed your hands here, taking the elbows together or bringing them nearer was difficult? Yes. Why was it difficult? Because your hands, your palms were stationed here. So there was a lock here. So you couldn't move your elbows. So this exercise will give you the exercise for your wrist and for your elbows and for your armpit. That is this part, that is the shoulder. So we'll do it 5 times. One more time. Place, interlock your fingers, place them on your head and start. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and relax. Remember that whenever you take your hands up, cultivate a habit of stretching your hands out and bringing them down. I will show you how. Like suppose if this is like this, okay? So don't bring the hands directly like this. Make it a habit. Every day, whenever you bring your hand up, maybe you're bringing something from the top, or maybe you're working in the kitchen or whatever, whenever your hands are up, cultivate a habit of stretching your hands out and bring your hands down. Possible?
Yeah.
Easy? Please do it. So, your stretch and bring your hands down. One more habit we all will cultivate, that is when your hands are up, you go straight, and when you're coming down, turn your palms and bring your hands down. Come on, let us do it 3 times. Okay, here we start. 1, turn your palms, and one more time. 2, turn your palms, and 3, turn your palms and stretch your hands down. Very good. Now, we interlock our fingers, place them on the head, and now you will go up. So you will inhale and stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. The last time, inhale. And come back. Now, this exercise is named as a window exercise. Okay. You remember as a child, we all had a habit of grabbing the window, if whether that is your car window or your bus window, or maybe whichever vehicle you are traveling, or maybe even in your house. Like if you always want a window thing, right? And window is something where you can just look around what is happening. You can see the birds, you can see the people, you can see the vehicles moving. Now, today we are going to do window exercise. Okay, what is this window now? See, I know the audience is the senior citizens, but I don't like you considering yourself seniors all the time, Rather, I think that we all have a child within us. The same child, maybe 2 years or maybe 3 years, the same child is still there within us, who is trying to grow, who is trying to interact with the world. and who is trying to know what is going on around us, who is trying to come out of the shell, slowly getting away from the parents and knowing people around them. So that same child is still there inside. Okay. So for every exercise that you do, you should be excited. Not like, yeah, I know this. I've been doing this. That's okay. This is a usual practice that, oh, I know this. Bore hota hai, same hai. This is common. I know it is common. But you know what is special about this class? And not this class, but every yoga class, when you do together, you have a synergy. You know what is synergy? Yes, a collective energy. Remember, if we had only one finger, this one finger is doing so many work. But when you have all the fingers together, then it ties tight like a fist. So it can work better. Yoga class is also like this. I have been teaching yoga since last 10 years, and I take private tuitions. So when people invite me to their house to take the class, I always say that you can also invite your family for this yoga class. Why family? Why not me only? Because when everyone does together, there is a energy circle. There is an energy atmosphere. And that is what makes that yoga different from doing it alone. So we are doing this together, and that's the fun. So let us start with window yoga today. What is window yoga? So you will place your hands here, inhale and exhale. Okay. Now, as I told you, you will bring your hands down. Now today we are going to form a window. What is that window? You will hold your elbows and place your forearms, your hands on the head. Such a nice window. Look to the right and to the left, right and left, right and left, right and left. Nice window. Okay, now look up and look down. See, if you are finding this little faster, do it with your pace, okay? You need not rush. Don't run. We have been running the whole life. Okay, come on, back to the window. So this is what we do in the window, right? Right, left, right, left, top, bottom, top, bottom. Now gently close your eyes. You know, when we had a window, we still wanted to put our head outside the window, didn't we? And then elders would always correct us. Don't put your head out. Don't put your hand out. But here, we're going to put our head out. Like, so you're not going to put your head in front. You're still going to take your hands behind. Let me show you in profile. So this is, you will understand it better. So these are your hands. This is your window. And then you will put your hands little behind. That will go beyond the ears. Breathe in and back. Breathe in, back. Breathe in and back. And how will you bring your hands down? Relax. Okay. I hope you love this window exercise. Now, I would suggest all the students who are listening to me, all the elders who are listening to me, should be doing this exercise twice a day. But all those audience who are watching me and who are into the corporate, who are working the whole day on your laptop, sitting on your desk, sitting on your chairs, they should be doing this exercise at least 5 times. That almost comes to every 2 hours. Okay, you can give a break in between, but you should be doing this exercise. It is very, very important, because the shoulders automatically get a stretch. You take them behind. There is a lot of stretch on the sides of your rib cage. You breathe well, and then you feel relaxed and all the stress is released. So yes, and now from shoulders we move to this. This was an exercise with the shoulders also. Okay. Now we do this. 1 for the elbows, 2, but along with elbows we are doing something for the wrist also. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we go to very important, that is the wrist. This is also important. So what you can do is put your thumb in and put your fingers tight. If you're not comfortable with this, you can do this also. But preferably putting your thumbs in and your fingers in, and this. Rotate nice. Now this is something, please do it with me. I know this is an exercise you all know, but still do it with me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rotate. 1, 2. So now you can take your hands apart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Now bring your hands back. Now you do this 1, 2, apart. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we bring it back again. Any one of you remembers what we are doing? You know, if any one of you has learned Bharatnatyam, this was one of the steps, is it not? So this is something which is very interesting. So this was enough for today. You practice what we are doing, and let us meet on Monday. Thank you very much. And
thank you, Kavita. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kavita.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very nice explanation.